I get to do it again. Alright, we're going to do a bunch of little graphs on here, so don't make it gigantic. Maybe like this size.
Gigantic. Wouldn't a synonym of that be massive? You know what else is massive? The low taper fade meme.
Oh.
Maury, shut up.
Mr. Davis, you should get a low taper fade.
Stop. Okay. We're going to start slope, which is typically difficult for students, but like you guys think it's easy, so then you don't pay attention because you're like, I get it, but then you don't. So I'm just going over like the very basic stuff, like even graphic points, and it's very tempting to just be like, I've done this before, it's easy, I get it, but not everyone that thinks that really does get it, so I just encourage you to pay attention even though it's something you've seen like a bunch before. Let's say I gave you this point. So you gotta make sure you're counting like the right, the right boxes. You put it in the same spot I did. This is your warm up, so if you're just writing down what I'm doing, you're gonna take a picture of that, turn it into points. So if I ask you to label that point, what would it say? Tyler. -3, -2. So when you are labeling points, you always go left or right first, and then up or down second. Problem is with slope, you do the opposite. So that's where people start to get messed up. Let's say I put a point here. I wanted to label that. That would be 4, 1. They're both positive because I went right and I went up. So you could put up here if you want, like a plus there and a negative there, plus there and a negative there. So for graphic points, you go sideways first and then up or down. But for slope, it's the opposite. So for slope, we're going to work it like this. I want you to circle the point that's the most left-hand point. So which one of those points is further left? It's that one. Circle it. Our job now is to describe how to get from this point to this point. So we're always, I'm going to say like we get in an elevator first, and then we walk forward. So if I were going from this to this, does my elevator have to go up or down? It's got to go up, and it's got to go up 3 floors. It's a +3 because up is positive. So I get in the elevator, and then I always walk forward. I'm never, ever, ever going to walk back here. There's like fires and crap over here. That's death. I'm always going to walk to the right. And I'm going to count how many places that is. And that is 7. So then your slope is 3/7. And I get why this is confusing, because on these two, I'm telling you, you go like left or right, and then up or down, and then on the slope, I'm telling you, get in the elevator, go up and down, and then you go forward. So it's backward, like they're opposites, which is it's hard. It definitely is confusing. Let's look at those. So draw another little graph. And we're going to do it backwards. So I want you to put the point -1, 3 on the graph. Remember, left and right first, and then up or down when you're doing the points. So, and if you want to wait, like, because you don't want to mess up your work, then wait till I do it, that's fine. But, like, think about where it would be at least. So So this would be 1 in which direction? Left, and 3 up. But I started at the origin, right? I should have mentioned that. So 1 left and 3 up. Alright, now put the point 5 comma 0. Or if you're not confident, you don't want to mess up your thing, just think about where it would be and I'll put it. You can write it. So 5 comma 0 is 5 to the right and 0 up or down, which would be that guy right there. So that's just like, can you plot points? Now we're going to do the slope. So find the point that's on the very left-hand side. So circle the one that's further left. So just the one that's closer to the edge of your paper, basically. So circle that one. And my job is to take the elevator to get to this one. So is my elevator got to go up or down? It's got to go down, right? Because if I'm going to go from here to here, I've got to go lower. So I'm going to go down. I went down 3. That is a negative. Because I went down, that number's negative. And then I always go to the right. I always walk forward. And that is 6. So then, what is my slope?
Negative 3 over 6.
Negative 3 over 6. And if you reduce that, great. If you don't, great. That's not what I'm worried about. All right, number 3. So you're going to do it. You're going to put negative 2, negative 4. You're going to put 0, comma 3, and then you're going to draw the arrows, the elevator, find the slope, all that stuff. So try it. If you get it wrong, like when you turn it in your work, I'm not going to look at it and be like, you're wrong. You don't get points. Try it. My fear is some of you are rolling your eyes at this because you're like, I've been doing this for 5 years. I get it. It's easy. And then in 5 minutes, you're going to screw it up. It's just easy to confuse like which direction to go. Alright, negative 2, negative 4. That would be left 2, up 4. So right there. 0, comma 3 would be, I'm not going right or left at all. Then I go 3 up.
I thought you said negative 4.
Oh, I did. Jeez. My fault. See, it's easy to screw up. Negative 2, negative 4. My bad. Thank you. So that's negative 2, negative 4. 0, 3 is right there. Good job. So circle the point on the left. Get in the elevator. Walk forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I go 7 up, 2 to the right. So my slope is 7 over 2. I only had that. Points all drawn correctly, slope correctly. I can't raise my hand. I'm not one of them. So basically everybody except me. Cool. Alright, one more. Just so I can practice, you know. So I'll do this one in the other direction. So you're going to name this point, and then find the slope. So give me like what coordinate is that, and then find the slope. this guy here is negative 3, comma 1. Oh, it should be away. This guy here, I went 4 to the right and 1 down, so that's 4, negative 1. Then I gotta find the slope. So start on the left, get in your elevator. My elevator would have to go down 2 floors, so that's negative 2, and then I'd have to walk forward 7 spots. So my slope is negative 2 over 7. How am I get all that right?
Yeah, I got that right.
Okay. Questions? You're just doing the first 10 on this worksheet.